Welcome to the Boys to Gods podcast, where we help young men become great men while on the way to becoming gods.
Yeah, so wanted to talk about, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna actually title this, but I want to talk about if you find yourself bored, you're like, man, I'm bored, I ain't got nothing to do. It means you fucking yourself, you fucking up. Which mean you ain't got nothing to do. How the fuck you bored? If you're an adult, you're a grown motherfucker, you got some shit you should be doing. Maybe you don't got nothing on your list, maybe you don't have nothing scheduled, but there's something that you should be doing. Now, even if you feel like, hey, I'm at a place, I'm at the place in my life where I want to be. I have the finances. I've achieved my goals. All the goals are. Even if you're there, motherfucker, it don't stop. You just gonna just stop living? Here's the deal. Most of us ain't never gonna get to that point. Most of us ain't never gonna have the money we want. Most of us are never gonna get to the life that we want. And the only motherfuckers who will get there are the motherfuckers who are gonna fight for that shit every moment, every second, every breath, with every thought, with every movement. If you a fucking adult, if you're a grown ass man, you ain't got time to be bored. You got something you need to be working on. You got something that needs to be fine-tuned, something that needs to be refined, something that needs to be reanalyzed, something that needs to be adjusted, something that just needs to be carried out. A task, a chore, a job, something on your checklist, something on your to-do list. Something that you need to go over because it didn't come out right, and you need to figure out why the fuck it didn't come out right. You don't have time to be bored when you got goals. You're always working on what the fuck is next. I put out a video and I titled it, Do You Know Your Death Date? And basically, I'm trying to let motherfuckers know that it's gonna come faster than you think. I don't give a fuck how old you get. And I had mentioned where, I used to work with older people, and I even worked with some people, they were in their fucking late 90s. The oldest person, he passed away, he was 97, and his wife passed away maybe within a year of his passing. I think she was about 97 too, maybe she was more like 95, but they both were mid to late 90s. And I worked with several other seniors, and I used to always ask them, hey, did those years go by fast? They all would say, yes, it went by fast. Many of them would say it went by too fast. Even me, I'm in my fucking mid-50s now, and, it just seems like I just graduated high school about a year or so ago. It just seems like it just went by that fucking fast. So now, if you're sitting around trying to figure out, what am I going to do? No, you fucking yourself. You should have some goals mapped out. If you don't know what the fuck you're going to do with the rest of your days, you should be working on that right now. You should be figuring that out. You either need to be working on a goal or trying to figure out what the fuck the next goal should be. But you should have something on the agenda, on your schedule, on your to-do list, on your task that concerns getting you to the next level. Unless you just a fuck up, unless you just gave up. Many do. I've had a lot of losses. There's been many times I wanted to just give up my goddamn self. But one thing I've never done, not yet, I've never given up on me. Yeah, I've put some things away. I've gave up on some things, but I haven't given up on me. Every fucking day that I'm conscious, awake, I'm fighting. I'm trying to figure something out. I'm trying to work towards a goal. I'm trying to see, okay, what worked, what didn't work, why didn't it work, what can I do to make it better? How can I get a few more inches? How can I get a few more seconds? if you fucking around talking about you bored, what you gonna get into? You fucking up. I think us older cats, you know, we should know, that we just don't have that type of time. If you're younger, you probably feel like you got all the time in the world. I get it, I understand it, been there, but you don't. You don't. Most of us, the things we're trying to achieve is going to take a lot of learning. That's going to take hours. It's going to take some time. Could take some years. That's just to learn. And you're going to have add more time on fine tuning and honing your craft, honing the skill, making the money, whatever the fuck it is. Hell, even if you get to a point where you done made a whole shitload of bread, what the fuck you gonna do with it? How you gonna keep it? How you gonna maintain it? You need a fucking plan. You need to be working on some goals. You need to map out the rest of your life right now. Sit down and map out the rest of your fucking days. So, man, that might sound like it don't make sense, but it do. It makes a whole lot of fucking sense, man. And I'm hoping that as you hear this, you understand that. And every fucking day, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough. There's not enough hours in the day for me now. Hate going to sleep, but I need to go to sleep so I can fucking, recharge. Because if you're not getting the proper rest and proper nutrition, no matter how hard you work, you're not working as effective as you could if you get the, you're eating right and you're taking care of yourself. But you're gonna need to be sure that you're taking care of yourself, so you can work on everything you need to fucking work on. It's an everyday fight. It's an everyday struggle. Yeah, that's Steve Harvey. We're not gonna talk about the Think Like a Man, but he has some great quotes. And one of the quotes that he has that I like of his, I love of his actually. He says, what the fuck? Yeah, with my senior moment, about that was George Bush moment, but it goes something like, success is a 24-hour assault. And I'm fucking it up already. You see if I can look this shit up. Hold on. Ah, damn, I'm gonna fuck up my app. But anyway, I'm gonna type that in. Now, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna pause it and look this shit up right now. Hold on. So the quote is, success is not easy. It's a 24-hour assault. So in other words, and it kind of reminds me of the Les Brown quote. I'll fuck that up on another episode as well. But basically, the Les Brown quote is, oh shit. I wasn't planning on saying this shit. Should have wrote this shit down before I started recording. Let me paraphrase it. No, I'm not gonna fuck that up. Hold on, let me find that quote and let me look up the Les Brown quote too. So it goes something like this. Life is a fight for territory. And the moment you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will start to take over. So I always say the analogy is sort of like, you got a garden and you planting something and you're trying to grow a certain type of crop or whatever. And the moment you stop tending to that crop, the weeds will start taking over and eating up all your progress. So life is a fight for territory. And the moment you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. And so understand that you don't have time to be sitting around talking about you bored. If you find yourself feeling bored, that's a sign that, hey, you fucking up. And yeah, I'm putting it that way. You fucking up. in the manosphere, we'll say, you're about to be on your purpose. You're supposed to be on your mission, on your goal. And it sounds cliche at this point, but it's fucking true. If you find yourself feeling bored, you are fucking up. You got something that you need to be working on. That's something that you should be working on. And if you don't know what the fuck that is, you're really fucking up. You need to sit down and figure out, hey, what are my goals for the next year? What are my goals for the next 3-5 years? What are my goals for the next 10 years? What are my goals for the next 15, 20 years? What are my goals for the next 25 to 30 years? When do I want to retire? Do I want to retire? What do I want to do when I can no longer work like a young man? Even if I can afford to retire, what if I don't want to retire? Because a lot of people, once they start working, start moving, that's when their body shuts down. That's when their mind shuts down. But you want to have that option. You want to have the luxury. You got to understand that if you find yourself bored, I don't give a fuck if you're 15, 16, 17, 18, or 19. You are fucking up. And you might say at that time, oh man, I got all the time in the world. Yes and no. I don't give a fuck what age you are at. Find yourself bored, you're fucking up. If you ain't got your shit set, if you ain't got your finances in order, if you ain't got your motherfucking goals in life in order, if you ain't got plans, you are fucking up. I'm gonna keep this one short today, but please understand, you don't have time to be bored. If you're bored, that means you're fucking up. Because if you're an adult, you got something that you need to be doing. And I ain't talking about working or something that you need to be doing for your job or for somebody else. I mean, something that you need to be doing for yourself. Trying to set yourself up for the end game. Trying to get to a point to where you are no longer dependent on other people. Now here's a harsh reality. Most motherfuckers are not gonna make it to that point. It's probably including myself as I sit here and speak to you. And I never claimed and never will claim to be some type of expert or fucking guru. Even if I get to the point where I want to get, it's gonna be because it's a whole lot of motherfucking work, a whole shitload of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of studying, a lot of refining and fine tuning and re-examining and retesting and all that bullshit. And it's gonna take some shitload of luck as well. But the luck ain't gonna do shit for you if you're not prepared. That's what the fuck I'm talking about today. You gotta be working on something. There's a part of your game that needs some attention. It's a part of your plan that needs some motherfucking analyzing. Something needs to be revamped. And if you find yourself bored, I can tell you what the first motherfucking thing is. Your fucking attitude. Your thought process is fucked up. It's fucked up. That's the only way to put it. This shit is too short and it's too fucking serious. So, if you find yourself bored, let that be a signal. Let that be a warning, actually, that you fucking yourself. You fucking up. There's something you need to be doing. Figure that shit out. Anyway, this is your big brother Mike speaking. Mr. Mike, if you will. I hope you like this. I hope it helps you, actually. But if you did like it, like, share, comment, subscribe. And fellas, brothers, gentlemen, keep your head up, your chest out, stay 10 toes down. Y'all take care.